right, good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and I am about to head out for work. Got a little running around to do, but anyway, we'll see what happens today. Just threw the fish food in. As you can see, it's floating on top of the water, but I don't know. They are not eating this morning, and they do that sometimes. I don't know anything about fish. So sometimes they do that. Sometimes it'll take 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and sometimes they don't eat it all. Anyway, a garden update. So everything is doing awesome. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, which worked out. Look at those sunflowers. They're going to be huge, 10 footers. There they go. They're starting to eat. See, it's so strange. See them? I mean, sometimes it takes, 5 minutes before they'll start eating. And once they start, that's it. Okay, so the food is eating food. Whoa. That was a big one. Food eating food. Anyway, them are all bluegill in there. They come from the pond, my buddy's pond across the road there. The guy that lives across from me. Anyway, peas are doing awesome. These are peas up against the fence. Everything's doing good. Everything's doing good. I've been eating a lot of spinach and radishes right out of the garden. Everything doing good. Now we're going to see this flowering quince right here. We're going to see if that comes back to life. I dug it up, planted it, and it died. It was already fruiting. So everything died. We'll see if it comes back though. It could possibly come back. American Beauty Berry, I did the same thing with it. It is doing awesome. Blue Violet, same thing with it. Fish are going nuts eating that food. Anyway, everything's doing awesome in the garden. I just want to encourage you to grow some food. Grow food. I don't know what this is. Why that's doing that. That's a sunflower. We got way too many sunflower here. These are all cucumbers all in through here that will grow up this thing. The Oregon grape is doing decent, not doing awesome, but decent. Little tomato doing pretty good. This one's doing real good. Oh boy, all right, let's see. So, everything doing good. Boy, it looked like something ran through here, trampled stuff. Maybe a little rabbit. We got a rabbit that lives around here. Carrots are doing good. I've got to get in there and weed that. I don't want to weed it just yet. I want those weeds to get just a little bit bigger. And then we've got the arugula and the radish, which are doing awesome. I'm definitely overdue weeding this. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, because see, this is kale right here. And so I got to weed all this junk out. Right here, kale. Yeah, see, I got to weed that. I got to do that today. Getting tomatoes. We got tomatoes coming out. Squash doing good. I didn't heal these. I just did everything flat. We'll see how that does. But I did hill these here. I did some squash on hill here, along with several other things. I got about 10 hills here. And this muscadine or wild grape, is doing unbelievable. I mean, look how fast it's growing. It's just unreal how fast this thing grows. Oh, free food. Free food, wild, free food does best. Wild, free food grows best, grows better than anything. Doing good, everything doing good. The tomato plants are huge already. Look at the beans. Look at them, they're starting to take over. Just starting to take over everything. Food production. And I want you to see something here. Greenbrier, all these things poking up here growing. It's all greenbrier. And them tips are edible. They're like asparagus. And maybe I'll cook some up tonight. Maybe I'll cut them off and cook some up. They're so good. That with the young leaves. Man, they're delicious. See all this? Delicious. Anyway, beans are doing awesome. Tomatoes, everything's doing good. Now this is, I've got a turmeric or ginger one in here. I think it's ginger in this one, which takes a while to poke its head up. But, and lamb's quarter has taken over. And lamb's quarter is actually a wild spinach, like, I guess it's wild spinach basically. It tastes delicious. And so it's a wild spinach type food. And so look at it, and they get huge. And so I'm gonna let them grow and just harvest them and eat them. Spinach is doing awesome. It's trying to choke out my tomato plant there. Because see, once the spinach dies back because of the heat, we'll have a tomato. Pokeweed's getting huge. I'll be eating these. Doing good. Everything's doing awesome. Oh boy. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if it's the rabbit or the birds, but had 2 massive blueberries that were ready to eat on there. And they are gone. Gone. Ooh, let's put that under there. All right. Look how big they're getting. Now see, these don't get as much sun as the others do. And they are not doing real good. They're doing just okay. They'll produce, but very little. And I've got cucumber coming up in here, so it's coming up slow because it doesn't get a ton of sun over this way. Now I put up this thing. I'll hang something from it. But I did it because of this muscadine. And as you can see, that muscadine has grown about a foot in the last couple of days, maybe the last week. It's grown over a foot in the last week. It is very healthy looking, and it's taken hold. I mean, it was here. I didn't put it here. It was already here. And so I'm going to let her grow. These wild things, these wild plants will do better than all the rest by far. That'll grow up all the way up this, wrap around it. It'll be all over the place by the fall. Anyway, squash doing excellent. Now there's another one there. I didn't think this one was going to poke its head up, but it did. Garlic's doing good. Some of it, the dirt, the soil has washed away from it, but some of it's doing really good. that is it. Anyway, I got to get my act together. I got to get out of here. I got stuff to do. Beans, and you can see these beans are doing good as well. Now, this area here does probably get about 5 hours of sun a day, maybe 4. And I do believe that's enough to produce beans. I don't know if beans. I think beans can do pretty decent in partial shade. So they seem to be doing very good. They're climbing up the strings, climbing all over the place. We'll see. We'll see how much they produce. They look like they're going to produce good, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll see you.